Go ahead.
Thanks, Jen. On reconciliation, progressives staked out a new number that we hadn't heard before today. One source told me that anything less than $2.5 trillion would be very tough to swallow. Did the president play a role in getting progressives to toss around a number like that?
Well, I would say that we have had about 260, probably more like 300 now engagements with a range of members and their offices over the course of just September, including a range of progressive members and their offices. I think it's pretty clear we're in the middle of a negotiation and that everybody's going to have to give a little. So I will let them speak to what they might be comfortable with, what they'd be comfortable supporting and voting for, but certainly we knew that part of this would be potentially coming down in numbers.
And then, can you still cover all of the priorities in the president's bill with a figure that is smaller than 3.5? And are there areas where things could be scaled back that are being looked at right now? One specific one there's been some talk about is community college. Is that an area that's being looked at? And is there maybe something with canceling student debt that could be a remedy for that?
Well, Jackie, I'd first say that if Congress wanted to send the president a bill to cancel $10,000 in student debt, he'd happily sign it. That obviously hasn't happened at this point in time. There's plenty of time left in his presidency. I understand why you're asking. Yes, it would require some numbers coming down, just the math, the pure math. Should the number be lower than 3.5? And obviously, negotiating the number is part of what's happening at this point in time. But right now, they're also talking about what that looks like and what would be impacted. That's a live conversation, so I'm just not in a position to get into more detail from here.
So, since the parliamentarians struck immigration out of this,
Yeah.
is there a new plan to address that in a different sort of immigration push? And part of that, is there anything new on the border that the president's going to tie into that?
Into the reconciliation package?
Well, no, because the reconciliation package cannot include the immigration
Right.
provisions that were part of that. Is
Sure.
there going to be some different push?
Well, maybe it will prompt a greater push on the Hill for comprehensive immigration reform. I mean, I think this news just came out from the parliamentarian just a couple of hours ago, or maybe even less time than that. And certainly it's a reflection of the fact that senators went back to look for another option that could be accepted by the parliamentarian. But these members have indicated that they are committed to getting immigration reform done. We are committed to getting immigration reform done. This, I expect, would renew a look for what the vehicles and options may be. Go ahead, Kelly.